sort of collapses are so deadly for double dualies. And the backs are turned, but the shots aren't connecting just yet. Finally, they will, but the trades are back and running out of ammo. The body shop bandits for the dual Berettas.
Solby, what are you gonna do? Good position. He'd stay at the shot and does. Zello up next. Very low HP. Knows he has to be careful on this approach. They're out into E-box. Solby may get overloaded here, but he doesn't. He hits the shot on Zello. BTN in a clutch. 1v1. Molotov tossed. Invisible has to swing, and he swings and finds the headshot. Will airburst an incendiary. That's not ideal. And then Uramiata eats the nade just to hold this spot. Hits the shot, but immediately traded. Fantastic trade from BTN to get the op out of.
Trying to find some timing here to trade things out, but that ends up going disastrously.
What?
I don't want to take the high approach, the high ground here. He does. Right into like a buck. Oh my goodness, Uramiata catches him perfectly right there.
Series in this one, how the op can really start to garner control. Lauanex does get one back onto Invisible though, so that's a good sign for Nexus, who are still trying to go for this approach towards the A side. The op's no longer here, and that could be a problem. Blitz, flash out. Does he get fragged? No. Lauanex saved his life. Soul B found BTN, but then Blitz is like, okay, I couldn't see anything, but I'm happy to be alive. Thank you, Lauanex. Uramiata and Confuse still alive here. Uramiata with the AWP. Maybe regretting his decision to fade off into the B site, but will connect onto Lauanex to bring things back into contention. Kits have to be wary of. When does that util get thrown for Sparta? Well, it doesn't have to. Confuse is going to get that shot with the bullets. Sound gets the trade. Up to Uramiata. Can't do it. Sound will finally deliver a round victory for
G side. So breaking the economy here, giving yourself some room to grow could be huge, but Invisible not willing to allow that to happen. Great trade coming through from Sound though. Chasing down that frag, and now Lauanex offers more success up here. Flashman goes forward, blinding himself up, a bit of a problem. And holding down the line is Soul, but he will fall eventually. Now the side access could be granted here. Uramiata still trying to play on the scene, but out of position at the moment here. That smoke towards camera does fade though, and he finds a big time pickup. And where is the rest of the team? They're not in a position to move. Mata firing away, offering up the multi, and then Blitz walks right into the open arms here.
Will now be staring down at the possibility of a 7-1 lead. Oh my goodness, Lauanex almost dies, but he does get the frag, holding his ground, eventually traded out despite the flashbang that blinded Dijon briefly, and he does do damage up against Blitz before falling there. So this Force Spy, I should say, yeah, Force Spy, looking pretty good for Nexus. Uramiata strikes again though, through the smoke and the wall.
That is absurd right there. What great discipline coming through now. Both players are stuck, and they haven't got the bomb down. They're completely stalled things out. Caught with utilities, BTN forcing the fight, and he gets it. It just leaves Blitz on 17 health now. What a brutal round. Soul, who's been able to dodge these duels for so long, finally gives himself a fight.
Soul gonna throw that nade in towards the smoke, and Uramiata strikes again. Lauanex gone, or Lauanex gone.
Out of there, into another molly, that is.
Jeez.
It will take a very good execute right there. Sean trying to hold it together, and he does offer up the two-piece here. Invisible down low to the flames. Will fall pretty quickly. And Blitz chasing. Hunting these duels on in. Looking for the trade. Available instant. Blitz can't last too long. 15 seconds for Zello to plant. He can't stick around here for forever. He has to recover the bomb and get the numbers punched in. He's going to stick it, and that's going to be an easy pickup from Uram.
Get him out. So, Invisible eats the nade here. A little bit faster approach from Nexus, and they get punished immediately. Confuse onto Sound. 5v4 just like that. Invisible will get punished on his approach now. Up through Long Dog. Great shot from Zello. Dijon exposed. He stays too long, and that is a man advantage for Nexus. Uramiata, realizing situation, falls back in towards Z. He can't be so exposed. Lauanex! Look where he is! Misses two shots, 3!
No.
Oh, you can't be missing those, LowenX.
No.
Soul B then gets the follow-up. Now he's really kicking himself because that was the round in the palm of his hands. Blitz finds a trade, so still within reach for Nexus, but this could have already been over. Zello headshot onto Soul B, so there's the 2v1 advantage. Confuse now in a 1v2 clutch. 53 seconds left for Nexus. Oh, nice shot. Good find. Zello, the low HP player, is gone. 1v1.
Repositioning smartly while he still can. He's pretty quick about this, decisive. Doesn't hear the bomb being tapped. Let's gonna lock in the digits. Tap it. Let's hit the peak here, but Flashman goes in. Now it just becomes a desperate smoke spam. He's off the line. He's missing. He's not adjusting in time. Ripped away with the AK.
Oh my god. The fact that a smoke could come through and disrupt everything. And it's hard to get the lineup there because you don't know where he's going to defuse from. Look at that T-Con util. We talked about it. It's hard to make quick plays out of there. You're going to take a lot of damage, and they do. That's with the guns out. Miata, a 2K.
Man. Dijon repositioning already. Knife out. Headshot landed to ensure.
Decent chunk available to them to delay further. A flashbang out so Confuse can peek upper tunnels. BTN gets one. Invisible to trade. That was a bit of a four-way in towards Pop Dog by Sparta. And I would say favorable for Nexus. Given the circumstances, that's not. That's bad. Lao and X caught again. Soul B will get traded. Okay. Space gained into A and even more now. Blitz has awoken. A little late in the half to do it, but he's here. 2K. Confuse and Miata have done such great work for their team in these situations.
No
and there
way.
it is again. Miata, despite getting dinked, will hit repped up and will be striking shortly. Miata looking to support him. Now it's going to be all up to Miata. He knows that damage has been done to Blitz, and he won't be able to activate Blitz with a 4K. Finally, Nexus gets something.
Miata doing great work here. That flash perfectly avoided by Invisible. He somehow uses that pillar perfectly here, but sound a lot sharper on the dual Berettas. Is going to bring home a couple of quick kills.
For Pop. Molotov back A train.
No way.
That's a good molly. I think they might have this. No, Zello survives. That's a key frag, and then BTN and Lao and X can calm them things down and get. It's a heavy investment of utility, but worthwhile. Ivy push. Gonna work. Zello gets one. Not the second. Dijon potentially tradable. Sound has to play anti-flash, and he does. Dijon B realizing that is now just going to throw the smoke and likely fade off. Nade goes in, and would have been useful to maybe have that nade to break the smoke, but that won't happen. Trades onto B. Uh-oh, this is problematic for Nexus. B-side may have 40 HP. Confuse can really punish now. Flashbang out. That's not going to do much to Confuse, who recovers, but a nice shot from BTN at the very least to the head of Dijon to even out the numbers at a 2v2. Sound working his way in. Confuse wins the fight, flicks around, can't get LowenX, who will clutch it for his squad. There it is. Nexus.
Complicate the matters here. Hearing the footsteps, though. A lot of rushing towards the B side, and Blitz steps up here for a quick duel. Already upper.
That's crazy. I mean, I love the aggression they're bringing through here. Sparta are going to get caught off again. LowenX onto Dijon. And this is the Nexus we expected. Incendiary, excuse me, the Molotov gets thrown out. There we go. Util is available. They're trying to get a last-second plant. Confuse helps that cause. Going to the smoke, attempting the plant, faking it. You gotta stick it now. There's no time. Ooh, will it go down to dirt?
Oh my god.
Yes, it will. And Confuse gets a frag in the meantime. This is falling apart for Nexus. 3v3. Zello and Blitz need to help him out, but they're just waiting. They're hoping that a fight will come their way. It does. Sound does manage to get one. Confuse trades him out. Miata onto Blitz. It's all up to Zello, who misses the shot, swings around, gets one onto Confuse, but won't escape Miata's crosshair. That is... Give up the space, and that's what Sparta were hoping for, because now information is lacking for Nexus, let's say. BTN gets one with the nade, Blitz with the rifle, but Dijon B is good for the trades. It will be a 3v3 post-plant retake attempt from Nexus. Backs against the wall. They really need this one, otherwise it's going to be probably curtains for them here on train. LowenX, oh, he sees his teammate fall by the wayside thanks to Miata's op. He has a beat on Dijon and will get that. But two more players still standing. They tap the bomb to try and draw out the peaks. but time continues to tick away.
Okay.
Sound gonna get 2 though. What a play from Sound. Solby and Uramiata gone as
On a knife's edge here. Another round that could cost him it all. They can't close it out. Invisible goes down there. So does Confused. 2 key pieces out early. Zello's op able to set the tone. Now the reaction is attempting aggression here. Dijon, though, caught in between multiple different duels. Runs out of health.
yeah. This is done. This round options and a versatile or mobile opper will benefit here on Train. X gone. Oh no, look at this. Sparta just overloading. It's just the Tech 9s that it needed, not the guns. Sound will get a couple back. He's trying to settle things back down. Does get dinked as he tries to fade away. Zello supporting him, but it is still even numbers now. Nexus reeling a little bit. Zello needs to pop off for another one potentially, as Blitz is trying to relocate himself around to CT. This is where Sparta's going. It's a good read from Blitz. He gets 1 and the second. They don't expect it. Dijon and Ken.
But you know, Nexus are laying claim to that here. Fast A play called out. The utility this time not as present. So much damage done, but the kills converted. They catch them completely off guard. Finally, Nexus lay off of this T-Con control, and it cost them everything in this round. A kill back here. And maybe Blitz on this flank.
Invisible on 1 singular point of health. Zello. Oh, Zello's probably dead here. Yeah, Blitz gone. So is Zello. There it is. Sparta off of...
You know, them starting towards Ivy, but just doesn't end up getting punished. And they're going to run it back here. They feel like they can take this space for free, and they are right confused with a sharp entry, and the numbers start to drop off the back of the timeout. Sparta realize the weakness, and they push on that pressure point twice. Drink here. See what he can do. But that smoke not going to do him any favors.
What?
He turns the corner. No scope. Just reads where his opponent's lying in. No safety in this round. Eurus holding his next point of contact. Has to land the shot, and he will not miss. Delivers the finishing kill, and Sparta will...
Both of those took overtime. In fact, double OT against Ruben 19-16 and triple OT against One Win 22-19. We got an opening frag for Uramiata, though. On to Sound as they jump into this pistol round onto the B site.
Already getting the bomb planted here. Retake setup has to be coming into play here. No kit on the CT side. An explosive start here. A late lurk that's not going to really have time to activate if they can't hold it together. X finding some success here with the dual Berettas. And it's just Dijon. His footsteps heard, I believe. He's going to be identified on this flank, but he finds a kill. And now the bomb being stuck. X going all in. Dijon with time. Started to chase it down to get him off the bomb here. Finds a kill anyways. Dijon saving the day. The setup could be deadly. Flashman goes in, but Sound not going to have any teammates fighting for the site here. And a quick kill onto Zello. They have a lurking presence that's activating here, disrupting them, causing attention as they take the site. Still a player in cave here, and it might not matter all that much. They end up still having the man advantage to rock with.
No plant.
Bomb is yet to go down here. Big timing on the swing from Blitz, and Sparta missed their window of opportunity right there.
I felt like they played that round perfectly. Right behind it before he aggresses back in towards Jag, and there he goes. Nice spam. Oh my goodness. Can you see from there? Is there like a little bit of visibility? I
move through the smoke, considering it and going. On the edge of this molly. Could catch him by surprise. Invisible now on notice and tracks down his prey. Able to deal with the pressure here, but again missed. Back it up a little bit, taking some mad spam damage here. BTN looking for the push through the smoke, and eventually he gets found out. Another player pushes the smoke here, denies the
denied the bomb. Oh no, he didn't.
He got it down, but Sound still firing up here. Glock eventually bests them. Invisible needs to find the ace to complete the mission. No kit here for Zello. He's got to hunt this kill on down with his USP out. He's not low though, and he swings for the fences. Invisible catches him.
6th round of play. I can't... Also, one thing that's shocking is that if it's a half a second earlier on that frag on the bomb planter, then Nexus have the round. The bomb wouldn't have gone down. Back and forth we go, though, again into this one. Invisible's got another 2. He's still standing. Down to a 2v2 as well.
Tucked in towards this long in the post plant here. They're going to have a long haul to rotate in on this one. Invisible already tossing in his molly, though. Instead of the AWP. gun he's more comfortable with here. A1S picked up. He sticks to the 5-7 for the best. Knocks down a kill quickly onto the low HP bar. Now they go hunting for Confused. He could be anywhere in towards long right now, but now his footsteps are heard. He's loud. Bomb planted for the long side. It's going to be tapped and stuck here. Sound protects. And they have no trouble.
No one in lane and no one in red room?
Well, they're already
this
out.
could really cost Nexus. Yeah,
my
look
God.
at that. An explosion onto A. Both players deleted. They gave them way too much room to maneuver. And this round may already be over.
It's not going to be an easy hold whatsoever. And as we can see, it is instant on the entry in Sparta.
Beyond a pistol. This is a strange one. I guess the lost one is pretty high. Zello gets absolutely executed here. Dijon takes him out. Invisible. Gets both of those? What? That was a trade setup. Invisible, you're not allowed to do that. Oh my goodness. Sound, now the last one standing here as Sol B takes care of BTN. Holy.
Yeah, I can't lie. Invisible read that one like a book. He's going to go and finish off what he started as well.
1X behind it. Waits with the MP9 to potentially punish. This is a perfect angle for it. Great flashbang thrown by Zello to support. Instant 2K from Lau1X. And now Sparta, do they realize? Even gets there. They're watching. It's only brief. He's got the backstab here onto one player at least. There it is. And now they're rotating towards A. They've got the read. They've got the frags. It is Nexus who will pull off this third. See what happens here. This is still too passive for my liking for mid. Okay, now they get aggressive. There you go. Lau1X gonna get one. A TK comes through, and then a frag for Nexus. After all is said and done, throughout all of that chaos in mid, it is a 3v2 in favor of Nexus. Canfuzz, along with Miata, are going to deliver a frag. That's Miata from the AW.
But as they turn back in towards B, they might be aware of Cave. Yeah, they just might catch an advantage timing. Down goes 1 for 1. Oh, missed shot. Misses, but he won't miss twice. You don't get a second chance.
Off the charts, but Miata has been feeling good with that AWP since train CT side. Dijon 8 going to get that frag onto Lau1X, who tries to come out into mid. Zello finds the trade off the smoke break. And we're back again. Already on the scene. Do they expect a player to be lurking around in these smokes? They do not. Sound going to get one immediately traded, though. That threat is gone. Zello can't connect on his off shot. We'll throw an incendiary to try and make life difficult, but he's taking a lot of damage from the Molotov himself as BTN falls. Zello will as well. Only Blitz left on the back lines. Can strike for one, you think? No, they realized it. They found him out. Confused going to get that frag and Brown on their CT side. Sol B has taken a lot of damage. Confuse a chance to engage here towards Jag. Look at that sequence. 2 immediately from Sol B and Dijon B. But BTN does manage to get one back. It will only be one. Good trade from Sound at the very least. Sol B around the corner. Has to be wary as Miata works his way on towards that B site. This is difficult. Yeah, Sol B caught out. I can't believe it. Again, Nexus on the force buy here, which is more of an eco than a force.
Miata's going to want to find this kill before the smoke goes on top of the bomb, and that's not a luxury he can afford here. Bit awkward with the nade out. The bomb going to be stuck. He's not going to be able to put up a contest here. And they end up in a standoff right there.
Looking at the numbers, actually, they do perform better typically on their T side, winning 52.3% of their rounds, but this time it's not off to a great start. Miata does get the opener, Sound one back, but it continues to favor Sparta thanks to Dijon 8. Dijon 8 still alive. He loses a teammate, but it is the man advantage, and now a 2-man edge. Blitz has to do it all, and he won't be able to. Miata, a 2K, and 2 for galore for Nexus run boost. Invisible, already up close and personal, up against that smoke, but Zello and Blitz get the first 2. Beautiful stuff towards mid. Now they're charging on, putting a ton of pressure onto Confuse, and that will make it a 5v2. Miata invisible, last 2 standing. Miata's been so good. He does manage to collect onto BTN, and then Zello, the third 2. Oh, it was close. Nade's going to do more damage. Sound down to 43, sacrificing the health for the bomb plant, and now it's all up to Miata. He's got to be moving around.
Wasn't losing duels, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, he's going to get another.
Jeez. He's about to go around that corner. Sound. Oh, actually pushed back by his teammate. Anyway, LaoNX is going to get that opener onto Sol B. That opens up all the space into Red Room, but he's immediately shut down by Dijon8. That is a very critical frag to find, and Miata continues to sing a song with the AWP.
Gonna get some counter utility, reposition his op. Rusting and confused here in the smoke, but my god, gets taken down there quickly, and nothing out of confused. This site going to be claimed here. Smoke is still inbound, but there is a gap in it. It's held by Blitz. Wow.
What the?
Didn't expect that.
They have not done so. Miata pops around the corner, will connect onto Blitz. Now spamming the smoke. Shots are
leading to a bit of re-aggression. Visible reading in, but LaoNX just way too sharp, and they're way too scared. They're walking in like they're going to give this a go, but I don't think so. Hopeful smoke spam from both sides, avoided from BTN. Smoke goes down, and it's not the right position here for him. And another kill from Zello. Going to be knocking another gun out Nexus.
But they didn't. They only had, I think, a couple of flashes and a smoke. And that was not enough to get back into the bomb site. Yeah,
turning the corner for it. They had such a lead. Now they know the reality setting in that they could close this thing off. But speaking of LaoNX, it's another opener here, and he's unfazed. You're still playing that confident game. Smokestamp trying to deny. They'll get the bomb just about playing.
Right? But they can't convert on those kills. Sound waiting here, almost full health, loses the duel with Confuse. Now that's the path in. That is absolutely the path in, but Blitz, even pulling out his gun, wins the duel with Sol B. Back. Tied up 10-10, 6 rounds in a row. Oh no, and Miata loses the op. He was just trying to save that. That's going to hurt even more heading.
They're rotating A with 15 seconds left. They need to find the kills. They have to go through a smoke gray screen, but Blitz instas. Now any disruption coming through. 8 seconds left. Time for the plant, and the kills converted mean they've got the site. Confused, avoiding the op scope for now. Donut control being retaken. HP bars dampen just a tad here, and one goes down in the back of Donut. Sound cannot lift off here. Instead, Zello has to poke his head through. Knows that he needs to find more duels. There's no smokes, there's no utility, there's just a kit left and Confused. Now is sticking the bomb. They don't know that Zello is already on the scene here. The bomb being stuck right in their face.
Oh, man.
And Sol able to deliver this.
Money available to go for a buy up here. Eat the early util. Miata hits the shot on Zello. Zello cannot find his rhythm, and I think it cost them in that preview. And you're good to go. Dijon8 also has been good. I can't forget about that. Had some key moments. Sol B onto BTN. LaoNX gone. This is way too easy right now for Sparta. They started to get aggressive, and it works beautifully. Confuse with 2.
Here on the CT
they were
side?
boosted.
No. Said he's going to hold the boosted angle. And jumping up right into the crosshairs. Yura already seeing that move once. He's not going to allow that to happen twice here. They are scaling, they're escalating this play. There's a crossfire that they have to deal with. Flashbang looking perfect. And the 1-2 punch is allowing them to close this one out with confidence. A 1v4 Blitz with the op. Not going to last long, and Sparta allowed them to...